Hi, welcome back, and here we are at lesson 16, and today I'm going to be showing you a new technique called alternate picking, which we're going to work on with single notes as opposed to playing all down picks, which we've done in the past in scales and riffs. We're going to move on to alternate picking, which is up and down picking, a bit like the up and down strumming that we've been doing. It's important to progress onto this because it'll help increase your speed in terms of playing riffs and solos, which we'll eventually get onto. And it smoothens out your playing as well. So instead of down picks, the alternate picking, the up and down picks, really give you a smoother way of playing. Then I'm going to be giving you an introduction to a new time structure called swing time, which again, a lot of songs are played in swing time. So I'm going to be explaining a bit about that later on. But first of all, I'm going to finish off the strumming pattern to the Beatles tune we started last week. I Saw Standing There. Okay, well here we go with the strumming pattern then for Saw Standing There by the Beatles. So I'm going to start off first of all though, just a little extension on the E7 chord because I think it sounds really good. That's traditionally dominant seventh or E7 that we've used. I can add my little finger onto the second string, third fret, to add that extra note in to the dominant seventh chord. It's the same note as one of the lower strings, but it just adds a little bit more flavour to that chord. Okay, so that's just a little extension onto your dominant seventh chord there, and the rhythm throughout is going to be something like this. I'm going to do two down strums and then up and down strums for the rest of the bar. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and a little progression on from that could be the first strum isn't really a strum at all. I'm going to hit the root note of the chord, a single note. So just to start with, as you're getting used to the song, keep it as two down strums and up and down strums, but then you can kind of develop that pattern. I think it sounds really good with each chord. Just hitting that root note and then the strum. So root note 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay, so I'll play through the verse using that strumming pattern. I've demonstrated that 4 bars on the intro, so we'll take that as read. We'll get straight on with the verse, and here we go. Okay. So just as we practiced last week, 2 bars on E, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 bar on A7, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 bar back on E, 1, 2, 2 more bars on E and then 2 bars on E7, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, and then on with the chorus. So we've got 1 bar on E major, to E7, to 1 bar on A7, to 1 bar on C, to 1 bar on E, to 1 bar on B7, and 1 bar back on E. In fact, it's 2 bars back on E. And I'm gonna substitute that E majors with the other E7 chord because it's kind of a little extension on the intro for the last 2 bars of that chorus, and then that links it back into the next verse. So the chorus will be like so. Okay, and then the bridge then, I'm going to just keep the same pattern going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so same strumming pattern, 6 bars on the A. 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4. 2 on B7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2 bars on A7. Back to the verse. Chorus. And then we have the arrangement. Okay, so that was a 12-bar boogie we learnt last week, playing in the alternate picking style that I'm gonna show you now. And basically, instead of doing down picks like I said at the beginning, we're going to go on to alternate picks, up and down. Okay, and you just practice that on an open string to begin with. Perfect. Anyone? Okay, but to really see how it works in terms of playing along with the notes, we can go back to the finger exercise that we did way back in lesson 1, and we can put the finger exercise and just try that with the alternate picking. Okay, so I'm just going to go from the 6th string. Great warm-up exercise anyway is this, and then I'm going to put it with the scales that we've learned recently as well. But here we go with the finger exercise and alternate picking, nice and steady. Okay, you can play that over all 6 strings, or you can just play it over a couple of strings, 3 strings like we started with, just to get used to coordinating both hands with that alternate picking technique. And it's always up and down. We never do two down picks or 2 up picks. When we're playing in that alternate picking pattern, it's always up and down. Now, I'm going to introduce that first of all into the scale. Into the minor pentatonic scale that we've been playing over the last few lessons. And again, we're going to just introduce, instead of down picks, we're going to try the alternate picking pattern. So down, I'll start on a down pick, but then we're going to go alternate, down, up, all the way up and down the scale. So it'll resolve itself like this. Okay, so alternate picking all the way up and down. You should start on a down pick, and then if the pattern's being correct, you'll finish on a down pick as well. And again, just use that pattern to begin with, just on your minor pentatonic. I'm going to introduce it into some of the other scales next time, but just to begin with, just to get used to that picking pattern, practice it with that minor pentatonic scale, because it's quite even. We've only got 2 notes per string, so it's a quite even picking pattern. I'll go through it one more time. Now let's introduce the alternate picking pattern into the 12-bar boogie that we learnt last time. Okay, and again it's strictly alternate, and we've got to make sure that each phrase begins on a down pick. Okay, so it's got to repeat in the same way uniformly all the way through the pattern. Otherwise it's going to trip you up if not. So we've got to make sure that that pattern sticks to that particular rule. So if you notice there, the last pick on that phrase is an up pick, so that leads me nicely back into a down pick to begin the phrase, and that's why it's so important to keep to that alternate picking all the time. So if you get that picking pattern nice and uniform and even, it's not going to trip you up, and you're going to keep that uniformity and that smoothness of the picking all the way through. Again, take it as slow as you like to begin with. Just so you can check that your picking is indeed as alternate as it needs to be. Give it a go, and then gradually speed it up when you're comfortable that picking technique is as it should be, nice and even. Speed it up to a tempo that you're comfortable with. Okay, now onto a new kind of timing structure called swing time, which I mentioned at the beginning of the lesson. I'm going to explain today the theory behind it, how we count it, how it varies from normal timing, and then how we play it both in strumming pattern and in the single notes. In the past lessons, I've always kind of impressed upon you that quavers are always played equally. Two equal quavers equals one crotchet or one quarter note. So 2/8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and are all counted equally, like so: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so crotchets or quarter notes: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they can be split into equal quavers: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, swing time differs from that respect in so much as the quavers are going to be uneven. So the first quaver is a longer first quaver, and that gives us 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. In playing terms, that transfers onto your guitar. First of all, with the strum, it creates a longer first down strum. Okay, so equal quavers in normal time will be played like so. In swing time, the first quaver on the down strum is longer, and that gives us that swinging kind of feel. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, now in a minute I'm going to put this pattern for you to practice with the 12-bar chord sequences that we've done previously, just to get used to the changes and to keep that swing rhythm going. It's easier said than done, and sometimes some of the common mistakes that happen is that people fall onto the wrong strum, so they end up playing a longer up strum, which translates like so, which feels awkward, feels wrong, and it is wrong. It has to be that longer first down strum gives the pattern and a quick up strum. So I'm going to play it along now with the 12-bar chord sequence and just get the changes in, show you the changes, and make sure you keep in that long down strum, short up strum. So here we go. Okay, and a couple of rounds of that and you'll soon get into the feel, or into the swing of the timing. It's important because a lot of tunes, whatever genre, again, crosses all genres. It is prevalent more in blues, I'd say, and bluesy style kind of tunes, but it crosses over into rock, metal, indie, you know, all the genres at some time or other contain a song that's in swing time. So you're going to come across it at some point. And indeed, in the next lesson, we're going to be featuring a song that uses that swing pattern. So it'd be good to get used to it, and then we'll put it into a real song next time. And the same applies also on single notes. Okay, so as we play a longer first strum or a longer first quaver in the strumming as a down strum, so with the single notes, the swing time can be played in single notes, and again the longer quaver is represented by the down pick. But I'm going to be introducing that into the 12-bar boogie next time anyway. So just get used to, if you can, just the single notes in swing time, and then if you run through the 12-bar blues chord sequence in the swing time, getting your strumming going in that swing feel, then that'll be good. That'll stand us in good stead for the next lesson. Okay, so your practice schedule then for this lesson should be as follows. Start off with introducing your alternate picking now into your scale work and into your playing. And to do that, you can begin with that finger exercise that I demonstrated at the beginning of the lesson. Start with your finger exercise, just getting used to coordinating both hands in that fashion, and then introduce your alternate picking into your A minor pentatonic scale only. If you keep to down picks on the others, then that's fine. I'm going to be introducing the alternate picking into the other scales in the coming lessons, because there's some more important points to take on board once you've got used to that initial technique. Right, then you can introduce the swing times, practice that swing time technique, the long first quaver, the longer down strum, the shorter up strum. Put that in with the chords and with your single notes. And then taking your alternate picking onto the 12-bar boogie, that'll be good, and gradually speed that up. It'll sound a lot better, a lot smoother for that. And then your Beatles chords for I Saw Standing There. Practice that rhythm structure and arrangement. And also then in the coming lessons, I'm going to show you how you can combine those chords with the 12-bar boogie riff that we've learned today as well. So it's all going to come together to complement the song in both ways. Keep going over the old stuff. Plenty of things to get your teeth into now. Keep enjoying it. Keep that regular practice. Short regular practice is good. And I'll look forward to seeing you on the next lesson.